Coming up on the News at Rider, an HIV and AIDS awareness talk in the BLC Theater, the last men's basketball home game, and the Greek Awards reception. This is Steph Chartel for the News at Rider. Elaine Pasqua joined Rider University in the BLC Theater to raise awareness on HIV and AIDS. Gina Grasso has the story.
In celebration of National World AIDS Day, the Center of Multicultural Affairs and Community Service Program sponsored an HIV/AIDS awareness event. The program was meant to educate students and raise awareness of the HIV/AIDS epidemic in the United States. Elaine Pasqua, the key speaker, empower students to make responsible choices by first bringing the discussion home, speaking about how HIV and AIDS affected her life.
Anytime you touch people emotionally, you're going to have a better chance of motivating them to make behavioral changes. When you sit here and you talk about statistics, everybody just glazes over. And when I share stories, everybody really gets engaged, they pay attention. I also show a video of my mom of the last 2 years of her life. And in that video, you do see the physical decline that occurs as somebody is dying from this disease. You make it real, you put the face behind it, and you're honest, and you're showing them what truly happens to somebody as they are living and dying from this disease.
Ms. Pasqua believes it is especially important to inform college as well as high school students about the virus. There are about 40,000 new HIV infections a year, and half of them range from the 15 to 24-year-old age group.
It's everybody's disease, and we all need to be concerned about it.
Pasqua kept the night interesting by interacting with the audience. She had everyone participate in exchanging fluids to show how easily the virus is passed, and had the students reenact the story of deceit and trust when it comes to sex. She also sang songs and showed the proper way of putting on a condom. The students seemed to respond positively to the event.
I think her speech was very moving in the beginning, and then it very informative to teach us how to protect ourselves and how to keep yourself safe from this disease, because it's deadly and no one wants that to happen to themselves or to other people that they know.
For more information about HIV/AIDS, you can check out her website at www.elainepasqua.com. This has been Gina Grasso reporting for Channel 20 News at Rider.
There will be more events surrounding HIV and AIDS later this week. The Plankton Ecology Series was again in session this past Friday in Science Room 109. The guest speaker, Kay Biddle, an associate professor from Rutgers University, came to talk about the biological pump and the microbial food web. This was the last of the Plankton Ecology Series this semester. This past Friday, Rider University hosted a STEP competition. Gina Grasso was there to get the story.
The SRC filled with students not only from Rider but also TC&J Friday night. The Intercultural Greek Council hosted the third Rider STEP show, Stomping Hard on Rider's Yard. 7 STEP teams took the stage in hopes of winning the first place trophy. The teams consisted of Lambda Tau Omega, Lambda Tau Alpha, Mu Sigma Epsilon, Kappa Alpha Psi, Lambda Sigma Epsilon, Phi Beta Sigma, and Lambda Theta Phi. Each group incorporated a skip into the performance to add excitement to the routine. Even though each team worked hard to excite the crowd and impress the judges, only one could go home with the trophy. Before the judges made their decisions, Rider's men and women's dance teams joined the stage for an exhibition. At the end of the night, the winners were Kappa Alpha Psi for the men and Mu Sigma Epsilon for the ladies. This has been Gina Grasso reporting for Channel 20 News at Rider.
If you enjoyed the competition and hope for another in the future, please contact the Intercultural Greek Council. This past Friday was the last movie in the BLC, sponsored by the Student Entertainment Council. The movie shown was Balls of Fury. Stay tuned for flyers posted around campus for next semester's free movies in the BLC. This past Saturday was the Bronx final opportunity to gain a win in the Bronx Zoo before the semester break. I was there to bring you the highlights of the win against the Binghamton Bearcats.
Over an hour before Saturday's game began, our Rider Bronx began showing Binghamton University what they are made of. Rider's complex warm-up routine prepared the Bearcats for a game that was nowhere short of aggressive and exhilarating. The Bronx, now 5-3, played in the zoo for the last time this semester. Saturday afternoon, Alumni Gym was filled once again with Bronx basketball fans. However, fan support was present for the guest team as well. Rider played with amazing strength and talent as they made 10 out of 10 free throw shootings in the final minute, 8 of which were sunk by number 32, junior guard Harris Mansell. At one point, the Bronx led the Bearcats by 16 points. It was quite a struggle for Binghamton to climb back. Riders' beloved Jason Thompson was unfortunately ejected from Saturday's game with about 6 minutes left in the second half. He was called for an alleged intentional flagrant foul, which Bronx basketball fans highly disputed. The ejection of our senior and NBA prospect was the only opportunity for Binghamton University to come back, but they were unable to do so. The closest they got was within 4 points of the accomplished Bronx. The final score of Saturday's home game was 81-73, a lovely win for the Bronx fans to carry with them over break.
You can look forward to our Bronx in action the day we return for the spring semester. The last Starbucks Live music series was held this past Saturday night. The band Paragraph performed for the last show of the semester. Garrett Williams has the story.
This week's Starbucks Live music series featured a performance from Brown Waters Coffee House Showcase winners Paragraph. This eclectic group of musicians performed a medley of original alternative rock songs with a splash of creative poetic expression. This week was the last Starbucks music series for the semester, which resulted in a huge turnout. More students attended this performance than any other show. Along with the usual musical performance, this show included rap and poetry. This is Garrett Williams reporting from the SRC, Channel 20, News at Rider.
The Starbucks Live music series will continue next semester. For more information about campus events, visit the Rider website. The last Bronx Bingo of the semester was held late Saturday night. The theme was centered around the upcoming holidays. I was there to cover the event.
The night of the first snow on campus, students gathered around the toasty fireplace in Daly's dining hall for the final Bronx Bingo of the fall semester. Michelle Domalewski returned to call the BINGO numbers. I-18. Unfortunately, she had missed last month's bingo due to illness. Domalewski, as well as Charles Burton and other members of Campus Life, made this holiday-centered prize table possible. The night began with simplistic holiday candy jars as prizes. Later in the night, prize importance and elegance increased from Starbucks Frappuccinos and holiday DVDs to fun-loving Nerf guns and popcorn makers. Play School's ever-famous Mr. Potato Head made his expected appearance on the prize table. However, on Saturday, he was a Santa Claus spud. The top prize for the night, which is won by process of elimination, was a Nintendo DS, complete with 2 Mario-themed games.
Tonight's theme is kind of like a holiday winter edition. We have a lot of winter-themed prizes, holiday DVDs. We have the 20 question balls, which have snowflakes on them, a popcorn maker. We had winter-themed fleece blankets. And going along with like a winter thing, we kind of had a holiday like wish list sort of motif going. And I know for this Christmas and these holidays, the Nintendo DS is going to be really popular, so that's why we picked that out tonight. And so far the crowd's been great. They've been really responsive to the prizes. And we actually had a lot of fun with the Target gift card because we did the tea. So, I mean, they got really excited about that. And overall, this semester, Bingo's been really great. We've had great crowds, a great weekend programming. So, overall, I think it's been a really good time this semester with Bingo.
Although Bronx Bingo officially began at 10 p.m., students still filed in at later times. Daly's was full of friends, fun, and warm sharing. 3 essential things to begin the holiday season just right. Miranda Benyon was the Bronx Bingo champion of the night, walking away with a smile and a Nintendo DS.
Stay tuned to the News at Rider and our online event calendar for more Bronx Bingo events. This past Sunday, a Greek Awards reception was held in the Kavala Room. This ceremony allows for the Greek organizations to recognize each other for their accomplishments this year. Brian Persons, our Greek correspondent, was there to get more information.
An event like the Greek Awards reception is a way for different organizations to get together for one common goal. This goal is to once again recognize the wonderful things they have accomplished in the year. The point of this event is even better explained by Anthony Olson, the Vice President of Internal Affairs.
What it is whenever you provide praise for things such as community service and academics and sportsmanship, it allows people to have a goal to shoot for. And things, even if it's just them winning an award, it still makes them have a positive influence upon the community.
This semester has been very tough with the culture shock that came with a new alcohol policy and a fraternity being kicked off campus. But the other organizations are still here and are still strong. The director of Greek Life, Ada Badgley, gave a speech on what she wants Greek life to be in the future.
So many Greek students and so many chapters that we simply don't have enough room in our little houses for all of our members. I believe that we can create a new member process that is healthy, productive, and worthwhile.
There are certain stereotypes that go along with being Greek, but some Greek leaders think that events like this will help people realize that these are wrong.
The usual stereotype is things such as all we do is drink and that we don't provide any influential role to the community, which is a huge misconception. Whenever chapters are able to put in their time and efforts, and just the fact that we are a group instead of just individuals provides us with even more chance to make a difference.
I definitely think so. I think that an event like this is just trying to show everybody that there's more to us than just having a good time and just being our own little group of people. I think that this proves that we do a lot for the community and that we all have a lot to offer, you know, as individuals and as our individual chapters. And I think it's really important to see for the rest of the community.
This has been Greek correspondent Brian Persons reporting for Channel 20 News at Rider.
Stay tuned to the News at Rider for all your Greek event updates. Coming up this week, there will be a movie screening by the Communication Department on Monday. The film No End in Sight is a documentary that shows the Iraq War. Audrey Mars will be there to give a speech on what it was like to be on the project. This screening will be held in the BLC Theater at 8 p.m. On Tuesday at 8 p.m., there will be a women's volleyball club meeting for anyone who would like to get information about this new upcoming club. If you are interested, come to the Student Recreation Center, Shapiro Boardroom for more information. In Daly's Dining Hall on Wednesday, there will be a company called Reiki to help with relieving your stress from finals. They will be there giving out samples to help you create your own Zen garden. This past weekend in sports, the women's basketball team played their last home game of the semester against the Towson Tigers. They lost to a score of 74-61. They are now 3-1 at home under new head coach Milligan. Come out and continue to support your Bronx over winter break and next semester. The 4-day weather forecast looks like this. On Monday, it looks like morning showers and lots of wind with a high of 43 and a low of 28. On Tuesday, a few showers and more wind with a high of 37 and a low of 27. On Wednesday, it looks like more showers with a high of 37 and a low of 25. And lastly, on Thursday, the rain should clear and it should be just partly cloudy with a high of 35 and a low of 24. This has been the last weekend news update for the fall semester. From all of us at the Rider University Network, I'm Steph Chartel, wishing you a safe and happy holiday season.